In the quiet town of Willows End, where the autumn leaves never seemed to stop falling, there lived a ghost known only as the Weeping Widow. Her story was whispered among the townsfolk, a tale of sorrow that lingered like the morning mist. Once she was Elizabeth, a woman whose laughter could light up the darkest of rooms. She married her childhood sweetheart Thomas, a man whose eyes held the promise of a lifetime of happiness. They lived in a quaint cottage at the edge of town, where the forest whispered secrets and the river sang lullabies. One fateful autumn, as the leaves turned the color of fire, Thomas was called to war. Elizabeth, with a heavy heart, watched him leave, her hand clutching a locket with his portrait. Months turned into years, and the letters from Thomas grew fewer until they ceased altogether. The town received news that Thomas's battalion had been lost in a fierce battle, but without a body, Elizabeth refused to believe he was gone. She waited, day after day, her eyes scanning the horizon for his return. Her once vibrant spirit dimmed, and her laughter was replaced by silent tears. The townsfolk watched as she slowly faded, her hope dwindling like the last light of dusk. One stormy night, as the wind howled through Willow's End, Elizabeth, now frail and ghostly pale, ventured out into the storm, calling for Thomas. The next morning, she was found by the river, her body cold, her hands still clutching the locket. They buried her by the old oak, where she and Thomas had carved their initials. Since that day, on nights when the wind carries the scent of rain and the leaves rustle with a mournful sigh, the figure of a woman can be seen wandering the paths of Willow's End. Her form is translucent, her eyes searching, her voice a whisper on the wind. Thomas. Thomas. The Weeping Widow, as she came to be known, never found peace. Her spirit, bound by unfulfilled longing, roams, a sad reminder of love lost and the pain of waiting. The townsfolk, moved by her endless vigil, leave flowers by the old oak, a silent tribute to a love that even death could not sever. But the ghost of Elizabeth, oblivious to the passage of time, continues her eternal search, her story a melancholy melody played by the winds of Willow's End.